Hi, Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk, and I'm here with the project that I did for the Stampin' for All design team. I'm a member of the design team on Stampin' for All, the Facebook group that's run by Scrimpy Mummy, Amanda Charlesworth, and my theme was a child's birthday, so I came up with this. Okay, another lovely excuse to use the pandas, which I didn't get to begin with. I didn't kind of see the appeal, and now I've got them. I loves them. Okay, so I used some celebration paper there, folded it over to reveal a little message. Had the panda there holding a little banner out, and then inside used the panda again. You're awesome. Thought that was nice and bright for a child's birthday. Okay, stay tuned and I'll show you how I made it. So to make this project, I'm going a little bit overboard on the celebration items. So I'm using the, what's it called? Bubble and Fizz DSP. I've been using quite a bit of this. I love these because these match with the bottle framelets, and I like them a lot. And then they've got the lovely lemon lime twist bubbles at the back, and this is, I think it's Clips of Coral, but it actually looks more red, doesn't it? And then we've got the lovely colourful bottles on the back. I've used that to make a box. Those are the bottles in a row. I've used those on a card, and then I've used these for a nice Easter card, because that's a lovely sort of Easter colour. This is the one we're using today. Love these colour stripes, and then there's Bermuda Bay on the back, and I absolutely adore Bermuda Bay. These are the bottle tops. I've actually not used these yet, and these coordinate with a die as well for cutting out, and then you've just got these lovely stripes in Bermuda Bay, which I also love. And then this one I've also not cut into actually. This is a lovely pattern there. So it's Clips of Coral, but, and then this side lemon lime twist with loads and loads of bottles. So we're using that paper today. Just put that out of the way. So I've got that all cut up ready. So I'm using a Bermuda Bay card blank. This is half an A4 sheet, cut in half, scored in half. Work just as well with your 8.5 and 11 if you are in America. I haven't actually scored that very well, and I can't actually see my bone folder, so I'll use an old one which I don't like as much. And then I've cut a bit of Whisper White to go on the inside. I've cut my usual matte in Whisper White to go on the front, and then I've cut my second matte as well. All the measurements for this will be as usual on my blog, nigezza.co.uk. And I'm also using 2 celebration stamp sets with this. I'm using Epic Celebrations, and I don't actually, although I have used this and I have made cards with this, I don't think I've done a tutorial on it. And I'm using the Party Pandas again, so I'm going to use that panda, those little dots, that happy birthday, and I'm using the 2 sentiments in this time. I have actually used the Converse, because my son's a huge fan of Converse, which is why I wanted this one, and he's awesome. Hey, so that's what I'm doing. So I did already, because it would just take too long, it'd be boring, so I've fussy cut my panda to go on the front. And what I want is, I'm going to use our 2-inch circle punch and our starburst punch to mount that on. So I'm just going to cut circle there, and then that'll be matted on the starburst. And I have just seen the bone folder, which I'm delighted about, because I actually want to use that in a sec. So let's get rid of them, and I'm going to have our little panda holding a happy birthday banner. So I need to bring my little scrap back. I've got my happy birthday mounted. I've used Memento ink because I'm actually going to use some blends on that, so I'll carry on with the Memento. if you're using blends, you need the Memento ink so that it doesn't bleed. And I'm going to get my little label punch to punch out the happy birthday, and going to have that as a little banner across there so it looks like he's holding it up to say happy birthday. And I think I'm going to ink around the edges of that actually in Bermuda Bay ink. That'll be Island Indigo. Is that my Bermuda Bay put back in the wrong way? Very much looks that way. Okay, sponge. Bermuda Bay sponge. Not in there. There it is. I keep all my sponges in little pots like this. Actually, that's not Bermuda Bay, that's Dapper Denim. Not Dapper Denim, Emerald Envy. I maybe haven't done one. That might be it. Spongy Daubler. And I think if I've done that, I might do the same on this. I'm just speeding up this little bit so you don't have to watch me sponge over everything. I decided once I started that I would just carry on and do lots of sponging. So then we're going to do a little bit, got me blends. I'm going to colour his little hat. I'm going to use the, not the brush end, so I got a little bit more control. You could of course use a Stampin' Right marker, but I wanted to go for the blends. And I'm going to do a little bit of shading. So I've got me two grey, but I'm only going to use the light one I think. And I usually do this in watercolour, so I'm doing it with a blend for a change. And then I'm going to take our blender outer just to soften that a little bit, to give a little bit of shading. And then when that dries, gives you a nice little shady effect. So you can do it with watercolour pencils, and I have done it with watercolour pencils before, but I was just doing it with blends today. So I'm colouring those dots in yellow. Can't quite remember if it's the same. This one's Daffodil Delight. Can't remember if that's Daffodil Delight or not, but anyway, it works, it's fine. So we'll just stick those all together. So I'm gonna layer that up on there. So we got a nice little burst coming there. I think I might do a bit of folding back and fold that way a bit. So it jumps out a bit. I did this with my Jack-in-the-Box card, although I think I probably used a scoreboard and not my fingers. But it works. So, and then that way you can still see his hands a little bit and it sticks out a bit. I think that's quite a nice little look. Let's get that a bit straighter. Right, like it. So just going to put a bit of fast fuse on the very end there, and on the very end of that one. And then I'm sticking him on his hands. So it kind of sticks out a bit like that. Can you see? Kind of pops then from the card a bit. And I think I might pop him up on some dimensionals. And then he pops out even more, doesn't he? I can only see the wee ones. It will be the wee ones then, won't it? Oh. Put one on his head. One on each hand. One on each feet. Oh, I'm having problems with my hands again. Been on a vegan diet, and there is some studies that suggest a non-dairy diet helps people with joint issues. Not really. Not really. But hey ho, everything's worth a try. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to fold this corner back. So I'm going to use my bone folder and I'm going to curl the corner of this paper. Because I think, because it's beautiful and double-sided, that we can make use of that. Right, so I'm going to stick this down first. I feel like I've been faffing. Have I been faffing? Or have I just been creating something amazing? I don't know. This is what happens when you plan and then you start executing your plan and you change your mind. Do it all the time. Do it all of the time. Right, now what I want in that corner is to put, here's to an epic celebration, and I'm going to use Bermuda Bay, I think, for that one. No, I'll stick with the black. I'll put the lid there. So I'll put that in the corner. Like so. So that that's poking. Yep. And I'm going to get the dots, and that's what I'm going to do with these dots. I'm going to have them going around. Quite sure how much we're going to see of it. So that's probably enough. And then I'm going to take the blend, and there's a slight shadow. Can you see? There's like, it's not a shadow, but you know, you can see on the letters. And I'm just going to do a little bit. This is when I could really do with having my glasses on. There, just want to add a little bit to it like so. And then we're going to, oh, that was nearly a disaster. Going to stick this down. To there, and then I'm going to get a bit of dimensional onto that corner. And then I'm going to stick it down like so. So we've got a bit of depth there on the card. No. Okay, let's stick this down. That's better. And then just on the inside, go. And where's my pandas gone? It's quite nice to have a panda peeking up again, isn't it? If we've got a little panda in the corner. Like it. Like it, like it, love it. And we'll get some more little Bermuda Bay confetti bits, star bits in the corner. And the panda. Just faffing now, aren't I? And then let's do there we go. Not doing it round all of it. So that can get stuck on the inside, and that will be my kid's birthday card for a design theme project for Stampin' for All. And I hope that other people join in, and so I can write a blog about what other people have come up with. There, that is my kid's birthday card. I need something for there, don't I? I do. And I have bought our Perfect White Accents because I've not tried this out. As you can see, I'm getting it out of the bag for the first time. I thought these would colour really well with the blends. So let's find out. And we can have a little Bermuda Bay on there. Got to leave it to dry. And then I'm going to stick that on the corner there. Might actually do a yellow one. Might just leave it white, to be fair. Now I have coloured it. Actually, a white one is perfect. So I'll have that Bermuda Bay for another project. Okay, there we go. See, I never stop thinking. I need to now step away from the panda. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. All the measurements and everything will be over on my blog, nigezza.co.uk. Link directly below to the blog post. And there's not long left in celebration to spend £45 to get something lovely, absolutely free. Okay, cheers for now.